Hi, this is Sue's 11 Tarot. This is going to be for Aries. Okay, Aries, let's see what energies might we be working with. Okay. Okay. The first thing that came up for somebody is if you're an Aries, Taurus on the cusp person, then you may have decided to give up on love. Okay. Interesting. Oh, that's just part of your transformation. So everything's all right. Okay. That doesn't mean you can't have something in the future. Okay. The key with that is with this Taurus here. Okay. So in their reading, they had this thing that came up. It was flight or fight response. Okay. So anything that had to trigger, any Taurus that had a trigger. Okay. Let's say, I'll give you one example. There was a Taurus that got married to another sign. Okay. And then that Taurus ended up getting a divorce because she felt threatened, okay, that it was threatening her stability. Okay, so like this was an example. Okay, so she was busy following her business and work. That's what Taurus people like to do, right? A lot of times is focus on the success, the work. Okay, so while that was going on, the husband was just doing the guy thing, right? Hanging out with the guys. But that became a point, a sore point, or a thorn in the side for this particular Taurus. So then it was like a battle of the wills. Okay, so that kind of triggered the arguments because what it did was it ruffled the feathers of the Taurus because it had to do with stability. So now the future person that they were trying to date, I brought up the question: is that your fight and flight response, or is it actually, you know, and if it is, if it's a fight or flight thing, again, that's a trigger. That's not actually what's going on, is the message. And so you got to take a look into that. Okay, so is that a point in is that a thing even in your energy? Okay, so take a look at that because Pluto is power. Okay, and anything that could turn into, in the shadowy side, could turn into power struggles, and that's not healthy. Okay, we want to move with well-being. So the key is to move and flow with this transformation. Avoid being stubborn and bullheaded, and then be open to your renewal. Okay, that's the message there. Okay, I'm not saying you are any of those things. It's just what's presenting here. Okay. All right. So Cancer. Okay. So the challenge is to come out of your shell. Okay. The key. Okay. So now I think we have like a week more with that Mercury energies, or maybe it's starting to fade. I feel like it's fading. Okay, so the retrogrades. Okay, so the retrograde might have had you feeling like is staying in your shell, and that was following your guidance. Okay, but the key is to reach for more, get outside of your shell. Okay, any minor irritations here you had on an emotional scale, you want to get rid of that, because Aquarius moon, that's fear, jealousy, and anger. So you want to get rid of those, okay? And move in your light, okay? You want to be that shiny pearl, okay? The brightness, okay? So now with Cancer, it's protective energy too. So you might, that's what I was saying with this Taurus and Pluto. Okay, so that could be a thing. If you want love, you need to look into those aspects of yourself, okay? All right, because what it does is it sends a signal. Okay, what signal are you sending out? Okay, are you sending out I'm in the shell, Cancer, or are you reaching for more? Okay, and if you're not sure in your foundation when it comes to relationships here, and you feel like it's going to be a challenging point, okay, when you get together with somebody, with your power and stuff like that, get comfortable with your own power, get comfortable with your self-esteem, and have a healthy ego, but watch out for my way, okay? My way is the only way. Watch out for that. Okay, and then here we have the opposition and trine, flow. Okay, let me see. Okay, so the opposition, right, is your opposite is Libra, I think. Okay, so what you want to stay out of is duality, the rights and wrongs, or the extreme. You don't have to, it's the extreme right and wrongs, okay, that will have you in polarity. So you want to try and go from middle way to positive, middle way to positive, middle way to positive, okay? Middle way is no, it's like no emotions. It's, okay, it's like letting go. Okay, that's the flow. Okay, so as you flow, then you can it's like the positive energy. So if you've been in duality, the heavy rights and wrongs, or feeling like there's a sense of injustice, or part of that could be Aquarian moon. Okay, because they've got the Saturn and Jupiter. Okay, so, but anyway, so, all right, so just know, just to kind of harmonize, flow, um, you know, um, look in the mirror, love yourself, find ways to love yourself more every day, um, work on your self-esteem. There's a theme here because that was in Sagittarius too. Okay, and self-esteem showed up heavy. Okay, so the thing is, people can be a superstar or be like, have millions of followers and still have a human experience where they're feeling these things. Okay, so that's common. Okay, so all right, so yeah, that's what it looks good. Okay, so just be I would say more disciplined in your energy. Uh, don't go to the extremes of things. Okay. All right, so Aries love. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read the past and the future, okay? Okay. Sometimes, sometimes a leopard is a leopard, right? Or an elephant is an elephant, or it just is the nature of the beast, right? Okay, so all right, so okay, so now I feel like this was you taking action steps towards your work, minding your own business. Da, 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 da. And then somehow, as you were taking those action steps, someone caught your eye, and this one is looking to the side of the peripheral. Okay, so that might have been a spirit connection there, because as I'm looking at now, it looks like his eyes are closed too. Okay, interesting. Okay, so it could be a spiritual connection. Okay, so all right, so you've got the whole world in your hands, okay, minding your own business and work and whatnot, and then someone caught your eye. Okay, so um, so you wanted to take your first action steps towards this love. Okay, the Empress. Okay, so what's interesting is that you're coming up as a knight over here. And you're not a knight. That's interesting. So there may have been a certain degree of masking going on. Okay. So okay, so you feel like you are a knight and you want to get to the king of wands. Okay, so yeah, so you were posing as a knight, or in your mind, it could be in your subconscious now. You feel less than this person. Okay, but I feel like that is just a hidden thing, or could be mental. It's not how you really feel in your heart, because look, on his chest is a shield of Venus, the cat. Okay, and this one's looking side-eyed too. Okay, so there may have been a certain degree of suspicion, is what I'm picking up. Okay, interesting. So, okay, I don't know why you would be suspicious of an empress. That's interesting. Okay, so maybe past energies? Not sure. Okay, so you feel like you want more success, whatever it is. You want more of it. What you've been doing, you want more of it. You want to reach for more. That's the feeling I'm getting here. And here's the King of Wands. Okay, but I feel like the passion is there. The passion is, seeing the night just went down. Okay, so the passion is there. Okay, so okay, Five of Swords. Okay, so I feel like there was indecision. I feel like that Libra energy was having you, that's your polar opposite, was having you in your head back and forth, seesaw. Okay, seesaw, seesaw. Okay, so then this one's hugging Two of Swords. Okay, so there was a need to really kind of tune in. Some of you have already done that and you know what you want. And some are just holding themselves in that Two of Swords pattern. Okay, which is like needing to go within and move in one pointed focus. Okay, So the pros and cons of things. Okay, so watch out for that. Okay. The key to that is get out. Okay, because here you were doing your thing and getting out and having a good time, and then the next thing you know, you're in your head. Okay, when you saw this person that you think was a someone you're connected to in the non-physical, perhaps. Okay, so this is the thing. Why do you feel like you have to choose one or the other? Why can't you have it all? That's my question. Okay, so I'm picking up mouse here. So pay attention to the details of things and how you're moving your energy and what details are in your mind. Be aware of that. Okay, and then that will lead you in the direction you want to go. Okay, so King of Wands and King of Swords. So some of you might have been with an air sign because that Libra showed up, energy showed up. So maybe that was needing to balance your feelings towards an air sign. Okay, so we got King of Wands and King of Swords. Some of you, this is you cutting out all what you think is BS in your mind and just becoming the King of Swords. Okay. All right, so not putting up with anybody's stuff, whether it's in work, whether it's in family or love. Okay, that's you being firm. Okay, so some of you, it's passionate towards an air sign. Okay, or it could be passionate towards taking action now because we're in Aquarius moon. So it could be wanting to get out, reach out, and go out. And of course, with Halloween coming up, I would make plans. Okay, strength. Ooh, Leo energy. Okay, so this is not Leo. This Leo strength card is actually polarity. Polarity of Leo, I would say, is that Aquarius. So it's the Aquarius moon that we're talking about again. Okay, so it could be, or the other thing is you could have been interested in someone who was an air with a rising Leo or moon. Okay, and that was a possibility for some. Okay, but what I'm really feeling strongly is this is you cutting out BS, not dealing with anything, and then needing to regather, recalibrate your energy and get courage. Okay, to move in your infinity. Okay, and for some of you, this entanglement back here could have had you in that Aquarian, negative Aquarian traits. Okay, so that's fear. Okay, with the moon, it would be like jealousy, fear, and some other energies that we won't bring up. But take a look into that. Okay. Okay, as you release those things during this moon, okay, the polar opposite of Leo, then you'll feel better. And then that will help you release your burdens one at a time and then go into the magician energy. Okay, so I feel like you're at the point now where you can take anything. You take your fire and go anywhere and do anything. Okay, whether it's a car, a house, finances, love. I feel like the world is your oyster. Okay, so I leave you with that, Aries, and you're the magician.